As most hunters know, it is hard to stay positive in the woods when things aren't working the way you had intended. We enter each season with high hopes and expectations, but how does one mentally prepare for the hardships each fall presents? November has a funny way of eventually rewarding those who put in the hours, and in the back of our minds, it is crucial to stay focused and stick to the plans we have in place. It is that time of year to pack extra snacks and a warm thermos of coffee, because we all know during the rut, your luck can change in the blink of an eye, even if you are faced with an off year.
Pretty hot, just got the tractor loaded up. Gonna head over to Mom and Dad's. It's Father's Day, so this is what we're doing on Father's Day. Dad wants to go plant a food plot at the house, so we're gonna go ahead and head out there and get it planted. It's gonna be a hot one. Dad and I just got done planting a food plot. This is the first food plot that you guys have ever had on this place. They just got a new house. I think it should be pretty decent. We haven't had a chance to get this plotted until the end of June. We've been pretty hectic with our schedules, but it's supposed to rain almost all week. And yeah, we're hoping this rain has that seed that just sinks it in. So anyways, yeah, we're gonna see what this holds. Had some decent bucks in cam last year, and yeah, should be exciting. Can't wait to see. We're gonna go hang a set. We got two of these hang-ons. We're gonna throw them up in a spot that we've been seeing a decent amount of bucks. There's three in particular. I think Nick named them the Three Amigos, or no, Three Stooges, that's what it was. The Three Stooges, so we had Curly, Larry, and Mo. Anyways, we're gonna hang these two sets. We've got some bucks that have been frequenting the bean field that we have permission to hunt on, and there's been a couple shooters in and out of there. So we think we have a pretty good idea where they're bedded. It's going to be interesting because it's not going to cool down here for a little bit, and season's about 9 days away. So I'm excited to get in there and hang these stands and then just let them soak and see what happens. We'll probably throw another camera up too while we're at it. Man, I'm so freaking excited. There's been so much activity on those scrapes. We just know how the history's been with this place.
All right, Nick and I just got set up here. We've got TSI pretty much down the hill here, and we're on this transition where there's been some scrapes that have been right out in front of us. Been getting a lot of activity on them the past couple of days. Just happy to be out here. It's gonna be a good night, whether we see anything or not, but it should be we should see some action, I would think. This whole ridge is just filled with white oaks right now, just acorns dropping, so I think it'd be a pretty good staging area. All right, Nick and I just got up there. It's supposed to be pretty calm winds today. We're gonna be hunting down in a bowl. Generally speaking, we've had pretty good success when it's still morning and we can really play our thermals. So yeah, I mean, it's late October in Missouri. We're hunting a pretty decent spot. We've had really good luck in the past here. Just excited to get up in there and climb up in the tree and see what's cracking. we were getting ready to climb down and heard something kind of coming up through the draw, and looked over, and I guess neighbor decided he wanted to go hang his deer stands today or something, or check cameras. I don't know. He was just meandering through and busted all those deer, and I don't really know what he was doing, but he walked to the borderline and then just turned around and went back. So I don't know. Just been kind of disappointed, honestly, with the movement so far this weekend.
Today kind of feels like being overcast. It kind of just feels like it's a good day to be around a food source. I feel like us, we're around a food source. I think that's where it's going to be tonight.
It's overcast. I think this wind's going to stop here in a little bit, and it's going to kind of calm down, so it's looking like it might be a decent chance right before dark. Yeah, man, I mean, I'm just ready to freaking see one. You ready to see a Mac Daddy? Ready to see something? Something else with squirrels. We didn't see anything this morning. It's been a really disappointing weekend. Yeah, we got a long way ahead of us, but we're gonna get down, grab the cell cam here, and we're gonna scout this ridge back to the truck and throw it up and see what happens this week on it. But right now, this thing's just completely dead. This whole ridge is. So we need to figure out where they're coming up there a little bit better for next weekend. Just saw one of the neighbors, actually. I guess we beat them to a stand because they're about 50, 70 yards, probably, I would say, just cutting through the woods, pretty much running to the stand, so kind of the same idea we do.
It's been pretty tough, I'm not gonna lie. We haven't seen a deer, I think, 2 or 3 hunts, and a couple different times we saw some people walk through on the neighbors that, you know, we're not generally used to seeing that, so that's definitely gonna have to be addressed as far as how we're gonna hunt now. But as far as moving forward, I mean, just continue to stay positive. We're gonna try a different side of the farm over here and see if we can make something work, maybe with a hanging hunt in the morning or a different spot that we have set right now. So gonna get with Nick and talk to him about it and see if we can figure out a game plan for tomorrow over a few brewskis and go from there. Didn't really see too much. We're gonna bump on the other side of the property, gonna hang a cell cam, and gonna go grab a bite to eat, and then we're gonna go ahead and hop back in the stand.
Yeah, it's getting a little nippy this morning, not gonna lie. Pretty windy too, but anyways, we're gonna drop down here, do a quick scout, and reset this stand. Getting excited. Just want to see these bucks get on their feet and start seeing some of that activity we love to see every year. Back in here
this farm that Nate and I have on it the past 2 weekends is a spot that we kind of left alone. It is a super, super quiet morning. Should be a pretty good morning. I'm gonna go bang these horns, see if I can make something happen.
We've been seeing a lot of chasing lately. I saw some chasing yesterday. Nate and I switched it up a little bit. We're going to try an all-day sit today. We may bump spots, if anything, but it's supposed to be still, so we're sitting in this bowl. Anything can happen in a jiff of a second, so we'll see what happens.
It's been a little slow as of late. Saw that buck at like 10:30 or so, but haven't seen anything since. Nate and I have had a rough go at it, that's for sure. But we're gonna keep on, keep it on. It's about 75 degrees right now, so not ideal at all. We're gonna be loud and bang the horns and stuff, so we try to make something happen, maybe get something on the feet.
Overall, pretty good sit tonight. We had some deer come in right at dark. Didn't know exactly what they were. There was some chasing going on for sure. I spotted a buck, but hard to tell exactly what he was. It was so dark. So we kind of gave him a minute to get out of there, and then packed up our stuff and went out and left the set there. So we're gonna try that set on maybe a full day, or definitely at least the morning there. It's supposed to be cloudy on Wednesday, so hopefully brings the thermals down, and they're a little lower on the hill.
Alright, so it's a little after 3. It's getting rough out here. We're about to run out of water. Still pretty windy. Not really too many expectations for tonight. Sit and see what happens. We'll be ready if something does happen.
Pretty much closing out our bow season before rifle season here in Missouri. We got pretty much the rest of the week busy. Might sneak an evening hunt this Sunday. Nate and I might. And yeah, we'll go from there, and then on to basically rifle season, and then yeah, we'll probably circle up probably second weekend. So.
All right, Nick and I just got set up. Got in here a little bit late. It's about 8 o'clock. It rained like really hard this morning, so we got up at like 4 and basically sat. And then it kept raining. Looked at the radar, and then went back and took an hour nap, and then got up and started getting out here as the rain was starting to finish off. So it's the second day of gun season here in Missouri. We moved a little bit higher on this hill yesterday. I was filming my dad, and we were down towards the bottom of it, and they seemed to be favoring this ridge top a little bit more. I saw some chasing going up here too, so we moved up this ridge, and yeah, now we're just in it for the long haul. It's supposed to be a little windy this afternoon, but we're gonna sit till dark and Give her hell. Shooter. He's still turning his head right there. Yeah, he's turning his head, rotating it. See that rack? Got him. Nailed him.
Yeah, baby. I don't even know what just happened. Like, this doe comes running across the ridge, and then there's this buck just chasing him behind it, and then Nate was swinging, and I'm facing uphill, and he's trying to basically shoot kind of like around the tree, and we're sitting on a pretty big tree, and he couldn't get he basically couldn't get turned around, and he was about ready to jump back over the hill. Nate said, "Hey, just take the gun, give me the camera," and so we did a little flip-flop. First, he just handed me the gun. It was so hard to find him in the scope and the thick stuff, and he just wasn't moving. But he's down right there though, buddy. He's freaking down. Oh, dude. Hell yeah. Man, it was a whirlwind of a weekend, really. We had some rain, so we actually didn't make it get set up until about 7:30 because we were wanting to hang and hunt. So basically hung the stand kind of close to where we saw those two shooters earlier this week. Basically this guy came like directly behind us over the ridge, chasing 2 or 3 does, and Nate did the selfless thing and just said, "Hey Nick, if you got a shot at him, go ahead and take it." So he gave me the gun. I swung the camera over to him, and yeah, the rest is history. We really, until this past week, haven't had that great of sits. The rut's kind of been late this year, and yeah, I mean, just goes to show hard work pays off. Put your time in the tree. Yeah, I mean, this is my biggest buck to date for sure. That time of year, November, doesn't get much better than that.
The rut has a funny way of rewarding those when you least expect it. Even in the off years, we walk away with the most memorable moments of our hunting careers. But that is why November is so special. For 1 month out of the year, us hunters get to play the big buck lottery. Most seasons we walk away empty-handed, but it's moments like this that keep us buying that golden ticket each and every fall.